Y'all know about those. Thanks again for tuning into yet another video. Infamous coming at you live from the West Coast yet again, San Jose, California. So let's go ahead and get into it. Should you buy a 2024 model or a Softail? Should you buy a bike, just specifically 2024, considering what we saw from the Dawn of a New Era event from Harley-Davidson? You guys have been seeing my videos. Harley did a lot for the touring models. They did a lot. 117 liquid cooled, better suspension, better handling, new overall design, new saddlebags, new fairings for both of them, street lights, road lights, riding modes, TFT displays, 12-inch displays. I mean, the list goes on and on. Liquid cooled, man, there's just so much that Harley did for the 2024 touring models. Eventually, we're going to start seeing some of those features trickle down to the Softails. So should you buy a 2024? Absolutely not. You should not buy a 2024. I say you wait until 2025 to see what Harley does with the Softail lineup. All right, the Softail Milwaukee has been out since 2017. We now finally saw something significant from Harley. Like I said, for the touring models, so far we haven't seen much other than the Lowrider ST. I mean, that's pretty much the only thing on there, but we didn't see anything trickle down from the CVO models to the Softails. No riding modes, no liquid cooled, no TFT displays, no, did I say riding modes? Yeah, I mean, most of these still have the 114s, except for, of course, the standard that has a 107. But there's a good chance next year, 2025, the 117 is going to be the standard for most of these, and then maybe we'll probably see the Lowrider S with the 121 in 2025. I mean, even like stuff like that, I think it's worth the wait. I mean, just looking at the prices and what you're getting, and I mean, they haven't changed since 2018. They haven't changed at all. But I'm guessing once we see 2025, we might see, maybe on the Lowrider S, that'd be pretty huge if we see a 121. Maybe they'll bring the VVT over to the Softails, but I'm almost certain we're gonna see riding modes. If we're getting riding modes in the touring models, I think we're gonna start seeing riding modes in the Softails as well. So there's just no reason for you to go out there and buy yourself a 2024. There's absolutely no reason. I mean, just look at everything that they've done. They improved the suspension in the front, the rear suspension. They've also made it lighter. Like I said, you also have liquid cooling. There's the reservoir, so it's going to run cooler. It's going to run better. It's going to perform better. I mean, man, I'm just saying, you guys should really consider waiting on the Softails if you're looking at buying a 2024. I mean, like I said, we might see some of this stuff trickle down, and considering that, these are relatively the same price. I mean, yes, they've gone up. Okay, I understand that the prices have increased, but so has all the Softails. The Lowrider S 2024 is now MSRP at $20,000. When this was first introduced in 2020, it was $17,800. So the price went up, by $2,000. And not to mention the freight, all the other fees went up too as well. But what I'm saying is, you know what? At $20,000, I would rather pay $20,000 in 2025 if it has the 121, if it has some type of TFT display like you get in the Indians, if it has riding modes, and then maybe by then we'll probably have traction control standard, ABS standard. Some of the RDRS that we see in the touring models, which is now standard, and a lot of this stuff, a lot of the RDRS is all included now. Look at this. You have all of this. You have traction control, just everything. Anti-lock brakes, cornering, linkage, brake linkage. All of this is now standard. Slip, drag torque, slip control, traction control. All of this was RDRS just 3 years ago. It's all now standard for $26,000. You would have to pay an additional $2,000 in 2021, 2022 for those rider assists, for those rider safety enhancements. now all of that is standard. So could we potentially see, because I mean, we are seeing some of that traction control coming down to the Softail. Here it is right there. Now it's standard in the Lowrider S. That was an option last year. Now it's included traction control system. So I'm just saying, hey, if you're in the market, and I mean, it's got some neat colors. All right, the shark skin blue, neat. The red rock, not a huge fan, but a lot better than the crimson red. Man, I just, you know what? I'm just telling you guys. I think you should wait, considering that, you know, the people that bought the 2023 the Sport Touring, which is the Street Glide and the Road Glide STs. I mean, like, look at this. I mean, you're paying $30,000 for a Road Glide Sport Touring ST or a Street Glide ST, and now you can get a better bike for less with rider enhancements, with better suspension, better rear suspension. The 117, it runs cooler, so it's gonna perform better. It's gonna last you longer because of the liquid cooling. And then you have the 12-inch TFT display. I mean, and it's also 25 pounds lighter than the Sport Tourings. Man, you guys get what I'm saying? Yes, the parts aren't blacked out, but you could get the black trim for an additional $1,350, $1,300. You add that onto the 26, you're still under the $30,000 mark that you get on the Sport Tourings. And on top of that, you also have a 2-up seat. You have passenger foot pegs. This is stuff that you don't get on the ST. You don't get a 2-up seat. You don't get passenger foot pegs. I'm just saying, hey, this looks pretty solid. And I mean, chrome is getting back in fashion. Chrome's coming back. So not only, I mean, are you getting the opportunity to get the chrome, but you're also, you know, like I said, you're saving yourself $4,000. So, you know what? Just wait on the Softails. Don't buy a 2024 Softail this year. Let's see what happens in 2025. And if you're really into it, if you really have to get yourself a Softail in 2024, you got to check out the used market. I mean, there's a lot of great bikes out there at a reasonable price, considering the fees and all this other stuff. I mean, you can find a ton of these bikes, you know, a ton of these bikes for under $16,000. And they're still, like I said, they're still the same bike. They are still the same bike. You have a 2020 for $14,000 right here. You also have another one right here for $11,000. Look at this one, $11,000. You have a bunch of upgrades as well. I've already mentioned this in a lot of my other videos. You have the exhaust, you have the stage 1, some of these have stage 2s for under $15,000. So considering what you have to pay at the dealership, the fees and the dealer markups and you know, your registration, your taxes, and then on top of that, your insurance payment's going to be a lot more expensive because it's a brand new bike. The insurance payment on these bikes, I mean, you're saving yourself hundreds and hundreds of dollars a year by buying a used bike. Here's a 2021 with 5,000 miles right here. Still brand new bike. It's got some upgrades already. It's got risers. I don't want to get into the postings because they're, I mean, I could spend hours just talking about these bikes. I mean, you look at this one right here. I mean, this one's a little bit high on the price range, but you have, of course, that looks like a whiplash seat. You have the Road Warrior fairing with probably a 15-inch windshield. I mean, there's just thousands of dollars worth of upgrades, and then you have thousands of dollars in labor. If you don't do these upgrades yourself, you're saving yourself thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. So check out the Facebook Marketplace, check out Craigslist, check out Cycle Trader. If you absolutely have to get yourself a Harley-Davidson or Softail in 2024, check this one out right here. This is a 107 lowrider, got chrome pieces, looks fantastic for $13,000, and it's under 20,000 miles. Here's another one right here. You have Leather Pros, $800. That looks like maybe a Bassani exhaust. I'm not entirely sure. You also have foot pegs on there, Flo-Motorsport. You have Saddlemen seat, $700. Sorry, $600. You also have, man, this appears to be like 12-inch risers on this. all of that for $13,000, and then on top of that, you can still negotiate on these prices and drop it down more. So, hey, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching yet another video. I would just say, man, you know what? If you're looking at a touring model and you're waiting on the fence, if you're waiting to see what Harley did in 2024, then you absolutely, you're a winner in 2024 if you're looking to buy a touring model. I mean, I think this is the year where you could finally, justify the upgrade or the trade-in or whatever you're planning on doing. But as far as, the Softails, there's just not enough here. I would say wait for 2025. I think you will be very, very happy if you do so. So life's a risk. Get out there and ride. Later.